Hello, everybody. Thanks so much for sticking with our coverage of the Midwest Esports Conference. We got Wierderum as our test subject here for the first post-game interview live at the LAN event. I love the swag you're repping, man. How are you feeling being at the event?
This is my second, third LAN,
Mm-hmm.
and every LAN's always been a ton of fun. Loved playing on a stage. That was new, but yeah, the LAN's been great. Good energy.
So you got to walk me through this, Vitarum. Because Vitarum Online, this guy plays Scion, he plays Ornn, throws a little bit of Cannon in there, some Gragas. But Vitarum at LAN just threw it out Aatrox and Fiora. What kind of situations are you willing to kind of take those carry roles on versus the more, I would say you're more of a traditional weak side player for ONU? Like, where do you kind of draw the line? How does the team kind of create that strategy? Is it something you ask for, or is it more developed with the coach and the team?
Well, today, sort of both. It's a complex question. So I'd say Aatrox is something that I've pulled out before in the past, especially in solo queue. I don't
Mm-hmm.
particularly like playing the pick in solo queue. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but overall, yeah, my style, I tend to lean towards weak side champions. I like GP, I like Vlad, and
Yeah.
a good amount of tanks sprinkled in. But I'd say that it's sort of more so how the team has started this MEC split off has
Mm-hmm.
led me to be much more of a weak side player than I would like to be. Mostly
Mm-hmm.
because
I
we've
see.
been slow to pick the game back up after the winter break. All of us went to our families, chilled. We've
Yeah.
been slow a little bit to pick up the game. Our read's been a little bit slow, so we went back on stuff that was like easy, simple to play, simple to
Yeah.
execute, and we could see how that caused problems, especially with yesterday's game against UIUC, where our super choreographed strategy of just walking down mid to bot has just been anti-stratted, and we struggle to execute it at a level that's beyond what the anti-strat is
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
So today we just decided, hey, we'll just let it go. We'll play much more dynamic, just play the game how we see it. And I just looked at the enemy top laner, saw that he wanted to play Scion, especially in like all the games that he's played. A lot of Scion, and I was like, sure, man, give me Aatrox, beautiful pick into Scion. He picked Gnar. I was thinking maybe Yasuo, but
Mm-hmm.
enemy team was looking a little iffy for Yasuo, so I decided Aatrox, perfect fit. We have a lot of dive. It just
Yeah.
felt right. It was more of a
Mm-hmm.
team decision to move towards a much more loose style, but
Yeah.
today was also fueled by just like, hey man, I got counter pick, slam it.
Let's rock with it. Yeah, for sure, man. And I'm curious with the team traveling to a land like this, do you guys got any travel traditions that you guys have kind of started off or any land traditions that you guys kind of do?
I mean, outside of what you'd expect, we don't have any particular traditions.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what it looks like inside of other teams' bands or whatever, but we're just goofing off, having a good
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
I don't know. We always share meals, spend a lot of time together outside
Mhm.
having fun, and then we go to the LAN
Yeah.
where we're a band of brothers.
Lovely. Lovely.
Yeah, and credit to where credit is due, right? I mean, you obviously had your carry performances. Obviously, Kai has been kind of a big focal point for you guys. I was able to talk to your coach a little bit earlier this week as well, and he credits a lot of you guys like kind of pushing your advantages, really trying to put the pedal to the metal. You did that this series, right? Two of the fastest games we've seen in the MEC conference. Is that just kind of does that kind of lend towards you guys' play style, or is Coach Troy been kind of teaching you some new tricks and tips and like, hey, you can kind of go into the enemy jungle, take this, you could go in, take this vision, you can punish this guy out? Is that something you guys weren't really doing maybe last split or even kind of for some of the newer players on your squad? And like, how much does Coach Troy have input in your guys' strategy when it comes to those kinds of plays?
Troy has tons of input, and he's always been a very vocal member in terms of our strategy, and it's very appreciated, I think, across the team. He's always been a person to bounce ideas off or really discipline us to work on a specific idea. I think the switch up that we had today is, again, just us changing how we wanted to play because we saw that we needed to, and I think moving forward, we're going to see a much more diverse playbook. Last semester, I don't know about last split for MEC because I wasn't at the school in the team at the time, and I know that they played a very different style as well. I know that last semester we were definitely looking at a very structured, objective-oriented gameplay, and it's in our playbook, and I think we're going to keep that in the back pocket, but start working on being very, very dynamic and just punishing specific aspects of the enemy team's play. Especially this game, it was punishing topside and then leaving me to do what I want to do and then open up the map.
Take care of business up there in the top lane, Wierderum. A really solid performance from you guys here today during week 3, day number 2. We really appreciate you taking the time to talk with us. Before we let you go, I do want to give you the opportunity to give out any shout outs.
Thank you. I just shout out my team. They have my back. I've got theirs. We're always learning together. It's a pleasure playing with them. Truly, just one of the best teams, or the best team that I've ever played with, to be honest. So I love playing League, and in a competitive setting, it's awesome.
Love to hear it, man. Thank you so much again for joining us for the post-game interview. Want to wish you safe travels and best of luck, and hope you enjoy the rest of the event, man.
Thank you. I hope you have a wonderful day watching League and casting League.